So today you're going to learn some things about me that you just probably may not know just simply by watching my videos. And I like to do a video like this just about once a year to help remain transparent for my channel. So let's jump right into this. While I do have a bug out location that's pretty far out in the middle of nowhere, this is actually part of my bug out location right here that I personally own. While I do have a bug out location, I do actually live in a subdivision. I don't live out here like I would like to, but I live in a subdivision because I have to live within so many miles of my police department. And while I have been a police officer for 19 years now, I am not on SWAT. I am not running and gunning it every day on my job. I'm not super tactical, okay? Actually, I do most of the major felony cases on my department, so I spend a lot of my time in the office getting search warrants and stuff like that. Then I get called out to assist the other officers when a potential deadly or dangerous situation comes up, which seems to be happening just about every darn day now. But I just wanted to make it clear for my channel, I am not on SWAT and I am not super tactical out running and gunning every day on the department. And I've also recently took up Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and also Krav Maga, and then also doing 100 push-ups while me and my family do our family walk several times a week. Now, of course, I don't do all 100 push-ups at once. I am almost 50 years old and a bit fat and out of shape. I usually do 10 to 15 to 20 push-ups on each set and do it about every city block. So that way when we finish our mile walk, then I've got all 100 push-ups in. But I started doing all of this the last couple months because I wanted to be better at my job. Also because I was really getting out of shape. As I'm getting older, it's easier to get out of shape as you get older. So I wanted to be, again, better at my job and also help get myself back into better shape and make myself more effective at fighting. Also, again, for my job, but again, I think bad times are ahead. Now, as many of you probably know, I am very deeply religious, which is one of the reasons why you don't hear me curse on my channel. And I don't drink and I don't gamble, and I am also very, very faithful to my wife. And no, I am not saying that just because my wife might see the video. I honestly am. And many of you probably already know this, but yes, this is a fake mustache and goatee, and I do this to help conceal my identity since I put my prepping stuff all over the internet for everybody to see. And believe it or not, there are a lot of people that hate police officers and also a lot of people that hate conservatives that see your videos on the worldwide internet. So while you might think that this doesn't really work, it actually works pretty good. It actually changes my facial appearance just enough to help, again, with my safety. Let's put it this way. If you know me in real life, if you see me as I normally am, which is clean shaven, you would recognize me on the video with the beard and mustache. But if you've never met me before, you only know me with this mustache and goatee. If you were to see me out in public, you wouldn't recognize me. Now, as far as my main hobby goes, that is prepping. I enjoy it. It relaxes me. Gardening and doing stuff like that, again, it just relaxes me when I'm off duty. Plus, I like that feeling of being prepared should something bad happen in the future. Now, while prepping is my main hobby that I do on my time off, making these YouTube videos end up being my second hobby because these do take up quite a bit of time to make these. And then my third hobby is actually fishing, especially fishing with my son. But I enjoy the good old-fashioned fishing from the bank because I cannot afford one of those fancy boats, expensive boats and stuff like that. I was 43 years old when my wife and I had our first child, and I am 48 years old now. And now my wife wants a second child. Can you imagine having a child at almost 50 years of age? But that's what I get for marrying somebody that's 18 years younger than me. Now, like I mentioned earlier, I don't drink, I don't gamble and stuff like that, but the one one vice that I do have is I do vape. I am a nicotine addict, and I did smoke cigarettes for 20 years, and then my doctor told me to get off the cigarettes and told me that if it meant going to vaping, at least that got me off the cigarettes, because these have to be safer than real cigarettes, because these don't contain the actual tar like cigarettes does. And then for all those stories that you hear about vapors, people that vape getting popcorn lung and stuff like that, those are false stories. There has never been one confirmed case of popcorn lung from vaping. All those people that's died from vaping were all vaping illicit drugs made from China, not just normal vape juice that you get made here in the United States. But anyways, while everything else that I tried to quit smoking failed miserably, these vapor machines actually keep me off the cigarettes. I had LASIK surgery done on my eye several years ago because I did not want to be reliant on glasses or contacts should SHTF happen. And getting LASIK surgery was one of the best things that I ever done. It is so nice to wake up in the morning and rub my eyes and see perfectly clear. And I have a hard time growing white potatoes and carrots, which stinks because those are two crops that I think would be very important for after SHTF, for the calories and the nutrients and stuff like that that they do provide you. But while I have a hard time growing them, I still try year after year until I get it right. It angers me, I don't want to say angers, but irritates me to see other people that seem to grow them so easily, and for whatever reason I fail at those. While I can grow so many other things, while I can grow things that a lot of people have difficulty growing, I grow those things with ease, but I always fail with carrots and potatoes. Now this year, it actually looks like I'm going to get a decent harvest of potatoes, but I won't really know that for another couple weeks or a month or so when I go to harvest them. And let's make this a bonus one, because I do think this is important for transparency for the video, and that is that I am an affiliate for the USCCA. So you hear me talk a lot about the USCCA when I do videos on self-defense, and then when you make a purchase, when somebody watches that video and decides to get the USCCA, then I do make a percentage of that sale. But I don't just push them so that I can make money off of that. I honestly believe that the USCCA is a very good organization, legal self-defense organization, for a self-defender to belong to. Anyways, that's enough about me. Why don't you do me a favor and comment down below. With this COVID stuff going on, and then also with probably violence leading up to our elections, are you growing anything for food security? And what's some of the things that you have done in the name of prepping or being prepared, such as eye surgery like I had, or something else like that? And to see a kick butt little $20 stove that is just perfect for preppers, just perfect for throwing into your bug out bag, something that uses twigs and leaves to cook your food with instead of gas. The click on the video should be appearing on the screen just about now to see why preppers love this little stove so much. Anyways folks, if you made it this far, hey, thank you very much for watching, and I pray that you have a good night.